Assalamu alaikum. Eidukum Mubarak. Taqabbalallahu minna wa minkum. Today is the third day after Salah, big Salah celebration. May Allah accept all our acts of ibadat. Amin. So inshallah, we'll be resuming our lectures on the book La Tahzan, written by Aida ibn Abdullah al-Qarni, titled La Tahzan. So it's actually been a very long time since we spoke about this book, and today we will be back, inshallah, and I'll be talking about convert a lemon into a sweet drink. We all pass through trials and tribulations in life. We all pass through certain difficulties. Sometimes we do pass through difficulties, and Allah has promised in the Quran that we are going to pass through trials and tribulations, some of which include hunger, the death of your loved ones, a loss in your profits, and so many other things. So these are some of the challenges that Allah has mentioned in the Quran. But the most beautiful thing is your ability to be able to convert those challenges into something that is much more better. And I'll give you a very simple illustrations. For example, there are people that when they start experiencing certain decline in their businesses, maybe their share in the market is declining, they will just give up. Or maybe you are in school and then probably you are not doing well, you will just give up. Perhaps you are passing through certain kind of difficult moments, and then you now start experiencing depression, anxiety, and then at a certain point in time, such kinds of people, they do tend to give up. Or maybe certain challenges in your marital life, and then you just feel that you just have to give up on your partner and so many other things. So what I'm here to tell you today, based on this book, is that you should always look for the brighter side. And I'm going to bring one or two illustrations to talk about one or two people that we can learn from their life. So it starts by saying that an intelligent and skillful person transform losses into profits, whereas an unskilled and unintelligent person always aggravate his own situation and only make the matters worse, making the matters worse. So an intelligent and skillful person always try to look at the brighter side. He always try to be very hopeful. He is always looking for how he can be able to convert these difficult moments into something that is much more pleasant to him. They approach difficulties as though they already know the solution. They already know the solution they are going to apply in order to ensure that they have a much more better result. So the greatest teacher we have, of course, we all know, is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. At a certain point in time, in his life, he was driven out. He was asked to leave the Mecca, and of course, he left Mecca to Medina. And we know what happened. Medina later became the holy city, and of course, it becomes the center of Islam, a city in which became the political and social ground, a city that hosted the Prophet ﷺ. So he was able to of course, he left Mecca and he was able to establish the religion again in Medina. And of course, we know how big is Medina today and how important Medina is to the Muslim world today. So this is one of the greatest lessons. So if, for example, you are living in a particular city and you are finding things very difficult, maybe in terms of establishing your religion or in terms of even establishing your business, and it's just not working, you can travel, you can relocate. Perhaps there will be a blessing in that journey, inshallah. So another person that we have to learn from his history is Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. He was severely tortured and flogged, and yet we know he's one of the most popular Islamic scholars today that narrated so many hadith. So we can learn from the history of Ibn Taymiyyah, You know how great he is. He was in prison, he was tortured, he was embarrassed by the rulers, and yet, even in prison, he continued to write different books. Of course, we know today he is one of the most popular Islamic clerics. So there are so many of them. We have the like of Imam Ibn al-Jawzi, who was banished from Baghdad. Therefore, the lesson is very simple. If you're passing through trials and tribulations, through certain difficulties, just understand that there is hope. And if you work very hard and think very hard and pray very hard, you should, or you will be able to convert this difficult situation into something that is much more pleasant and much more beautiful for yourself. If you're having a decline in your profits, keep working hard and just keep being hopeful. Eventually, you might just be able to conquer that, and then things will just be much more better. Okay, don't give up. It's as simple as that. Don't just give up. If you are in school and you are just not passing your exam, or you are not understanding things, don't just give up. Keep working hard and keep reading and keep being hopeful. Eventually, you will succeed. I hope this is worthwhile, and I hope you will be able to share this message to some other people. Thank you. Jazakallah khairan.